Section B. Adding a pre-built layer and using actions. Step 1. Adding a pre-built layer. Let's create a timed layer. This pop-up will start off hidden but appear if the user remains on the page for more than 30 seconds. If you don't still have the Layers dialog open, click on the Layers button in the top toolbar to open it. Then press Hide All to deselect any selected layers and click on the New Layer button. From the right-hand menu, choose Convertri Layers, which includes several categories of layered templates. Choose the Pop-ups category and select the template Pop-up 1. Click Add and you'll be prompted to give your new layer a name. Let's call it 30 seconds. Press OK. The 30 seconds layer now has its own row on the Layers panel. Make sure it's selected, and then make sure it starts as hidden and is aligned to the top of the page. We will want this to be visible on mobile as well as desktop, so make sure the mobile button is selected. If it's selected correctly, it will turn blue. This layer may be larger than some mobile screens, so select Scrollable to make sure that all users will be able to view all of the layer. So let's change the default image to our own. Click on the orange DSNG image and select Change Image from the Properties panel. The media gallery will now open. We want to upload the backpack image included with the resources from this module. So click Upload. Navigate to the location in which you unzip the file for this module. Select the backpack image and then click Open. The image file will be uploaded and its preview will appear in your gallery. Just click on the preview and press Select. The default image will be replaced with the backpack image. Next, change the default text in the template elements as shown in the walkthrough. You could also add additional or alternative elements, which is covered fully in Module 1 of the onboarding course. Step 2. Using an event to make a layer appear. Now we want this layer to appear after the user has remained on the page for 30 seconds, so let's make that happen. With the 30 seconds layer still selected in the Layers dialog, click on the Actions button in the top toolbar. Now the Actions and Events dialog will open. Click on Add New Action and configure the action as follows. Event type, time. On time passed after page load, 30 seconds. Action, show, fade in target, and target your 30 seconds layer. Make sure Include Contained Elements is on. Then click Done. Step 3. Reordering layers. Looking at the Layers dialog again, the 30 seconds layer appears first on the list since we created it most recently. If we want the list to appear in a more logical order, we can easily rearrange the list's appearance by dragging the rows up or down. Click on the arrows to the left of the 30 seconds layers checkbox and move it below the pop-up layers row. Step 4. Cloning a layer and using an action to make a layer appear. We can also set a layer to appear when an action is performed on the page, for example, if it senses that the user is about to exit. So let's create a copy of the 30 seconds pop-up, amend it slightly, and set it to appear on exit intent. In the 30 seconds row of the layers dialog, select the three-dot menu icon on the right of the row. Then select the clone option. The cloned layer will appear at the top of the list in the layers dialog. Rename the new layer exit intent so that things don't get confusing. Just click on the menu icon on the new layers row and select rename. Deselect the 30 seconds layer and select the exit intent layer. Select options so that the layer starts hidden, aligns to the top, and is scrollable. You can edit the text elements on this layer to reflect its new purpose. How you do this is up to you. Now it remains only to set the layer to appear when the page senses an exit intention. So click on Actions in the top toolbar, add a new action, and configure the action as follows. Event type, exit intent. On mouse leaving viewport. Action, show, fade in target, target, your exit intent layer. Make sure you toggle include contained elements to on. When you're done, just click done. You can test that this layer is working correctly by testing the preview of the page. Deselect all layers in the layers dialog. Then select the preview icon on the right of the top toolbar. Move your mouse rapidly to the top right or left-hand corner as if about to close the window, or press the back browser button and your exit intent layer should appear. Step 5. Understanding which layer you're working on. When your page involves two layers that look very similar, like the 30 seconds and exit intent layers, it's a good idea to check which layer you're working on before you make alterations. Most of the time you can do this by ensuring that only the box of the desired layer is checked in the layers dialog. However, sometimes you will want to be able to see how layers look in relation to one another while making changes to a particular layer. Multiple layers can be made visible at once by selecting their checkboxes or by pressing Show All at the top of the layers dialog. At all times, the dialog will only display the align, scroll and background options of the row you're working on, and the name of this layer will be in bold text. Note that you cannot work on the main page while any layer is selected. To quickly deselect all layers, press Hide All in the layers dialog. Step 5. Saving your own layers. You may wish to save the layers you've created into your own template file so that you can access and insert these layers into any of your funnels. So let's save the 30 seconds layer into My Layers. In the 30 seconds row of the layers tray, select the three-dot menu icon on the right of the row. Select Save to My Layers. A preview will now be generated. The default location will be the home folder. You can create additional folders to organise your layers by clicking the new folder button if you want. Now all you need to do is give the layer a name and click Save.